Hello everyone, I'm
Hello,
Masahiro
Masahiro Sakai.
director of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game. In our last showcase, I talked a little bit about Hero. Today, I'd like to show you all how to use Banjo and Kazooie.
Okay then.
You may feel like some time has passed since our Hero showcase, but we're actually recording this only 2 days after that broadcast.
Okay.
We sure are busy, even if I say so myself.
Wow, that was impressive.
Now that today's Nintendo Direct is over, please let me take just a little bit more of your time. You may remember in the Hero showcase, I was playing by myself, using 2 controllers, like this. With Hero, if you cast spells using command selection, any opposing heroes will block those attacks automatically using their shields.
I guess I'll never know.
So in the background, I was
guess I'll
actually
never
using
know.
the second controller to make the hero look away or do moves so my attacks would connect. Today I have my controllers set up side by side, but back in the GameCube days, I lined them up vertically, like this. Try doing this with the Nintendo Switch Pro controllers, however, and you'll end up accidentally pressing the L and R buttons. So even though it's a bit of a pain, I do it like this now. This time around, I'll also be doing my best to control 2 fighters at once, kind of like Banjo and Kazooie, 2 characters acting as one. Alright, let's get started. So, what is Banjo Kazooie?
Sorry, no, sorry about the same.
Well, in terms of genre, it's similar to Super Mario 64, and it was first released on Nintendo 64 back in 1998. The character Banjo made his first appearance a year earlier in a game called Diddy Kong Racing.
Yep, I know that now.
After that, Banjo Kazooie was released, and then Banjo Tooie. 2 titles were then released for Game Boy Advance, although they never came to Japan.
Oh wow.
And then there's Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts,
Oh.
which was released on Xbox 360.
The failure one.
As some of you may know, the Banjo Kazooie IP now belongs to Microsoft.
Of course.
Technically, they're a rival platform holder. Even so, they were happy for Banjo and Kazooie to join the Super Smash Bros. Series. For that, I'm extremely grateful. Rare also welcomed us with open arms. So, if you want to play Banjo Kazooie today, you can do so on Xbox.
Oh sweet. Wait. Oh yeah,
I
originally
know
you
this
can play on
is a
Xbox
Nintendo
One.
broadcast.
I thought you can play on
Please
Nintendo
give
Switch
the game a
though.
try on Xbox. Now let's talk about the music. The Banjo Kazooie series music has a country feel to it. If we were to include this music in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as is, it wouldn't really match the atmosphere of battle, so we put a lot of effort into arranging the music for the game. We'd like to play for you several of these arrangements during the showcase.
Okay, Sakurai.
Up here. Yes, here. You'll see the track name.
Song name goes here. Okay then.
Okay, let's take
What
a
is
look
it?
at the fighter.
As part of Challenger Pack 3, what's here? Oh yeah, I never mind. How do I know that?
So this is Banjo and Kazooie in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's Kazooie. We're using a special ROM today, so the camera is a bit different from the production version. We've included lots of actions Banjo and Kazooie use in their original game. For example, the Talon Trot here is used for their dash.
That's cool.
And their jumps are based on abilities like Flap Flip and Feathery Flap.
Oh sweet.
Their neutral attack is called Claw Swipe. This ability looks similar to this in the original game, but we've built upon the original motion so it better fits the action of our game. Their flurry attack is a rat-a-tat-rap. Their dash attack is a forward roll, which is something Donkey Kong uses as well. This move is a pretty useful one. Their down tilt is beat barge. Their up smash is bill drill. It looks a bit different from their original games, but the animation reflects the fact that it's a consecutive attack. In Japanese, their side smash is called Harisen Kazooie. Harisen is a word that only exists in Japanese, so I was curious what this move would be called in the West. In English, it's called Regal Bash. I think Regal is the type of bird Kazooie is, so this basically means bird bash, which is pretty accurate. Their neutral air is wing whack. Their back air is an air rat-a-tat-rat, which hits 3 times. Their down air is beak buster, which they use to down stab as they drop. As you can see, even their regular attacks are based on attacks from their original game.
Sweet.
The down and up taunts were something that existed in the Banjo Kazooie series too. The up taunt is based on an animation from Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, where Banjo sometimes stretches.
Okay.
Now I'd like to go over their special moves. First, their neutral special is egg firing.
Egg fire, okay then.
It's pretty much their go-to move. The eggs bounce, and by
Does it
holding
give
down
other
the
egg
button when
abilities?
launching the eggs, you'll do the attack you see here, Regal Blaster. Regal Blaster is based on this part in Banjo Tooie where the screen mimics an FPS. You can hold the button for auto fire, but as you do, the power of the eggs will gradually decrease, so you'll need to be careful. You can cancel it by crouching or pressing the shield button. Next, their side special is Wonder Wing. As in their original game, it's an invincible charging attack. It's fairly powerful and will basically win against any other attack. However, you can see some feathers above
F in the
Banjo's
chat
head.
for T.
There are 5 of them in total, and I just used up all of them. After using them up, you won't be able to use the attack again until you lose a stock.
Then why?
Since the remaining uses of Wonder Wing only appear above their heads once activated, you'll
Oh, I'm
really
missing
need to make
stuff.
sure you hammer the number of uses into your head.
I do love Banjo Kazooie though.
You can use it as a recovery option. And since it's likely to trump counterattacks, it doesn't have many disadvantages. But it does have a weak point. If it's blocked with a shield, for instance, you'll be wide open to attack. In addition, you can be grabbed during this move. At any rate, keep track of how many Wonder Wing uses you have left. And when fighting against Banjo and Kazooie, make sure to take action against this attack and remember to keep an eye on it. It's important to keep this in mind. Next is their up special, Shock Spring Jump. This move utilizes the Shock Spring pad from their original game. There are a few things to note. First, you can hit your opponents with the Shock Spring pad. It can be used to recover, and it's throwable too. Also, it's pretty different from other up specials that carry the fighter upward in that you're still able to jump in midair after using it, meaning you can jump twice in a row. So if you're falling, you can use it like this, jump and then dodge, increasing your ability to recover. By the way, the height of a shock spring jump will change depending on how long you hold the button down.
Go.
Note the slight difference in height.
Gun.
Next, for their down special, Rear Egg, they'll fire a grenade out of his backpack. It's a grenade egg.
That's cool.
This is a slightly odd projectile in that it can only be launched behind the fighter. And because the grenade egg is football
It was
shaped,
weird.
its bouncy trajectory can be unpredictable.
I thought that would
After a certain
more
time, it will
ways of the
explode.
eggs. There are other types of
I
egg
think it will be a
ice
useful
of
tool
course.
for keeping opponents in check. It's treated like an item, so you can pick it up and throw it. Your opponents can also throw it back at you.
I didn't know that.
But its detonation sequence is relatively short. So both you and your opponents will need to make sure you throw it quickly, or it will explode while you're still holding it. I guess there are a lot of different ways to use this ability.
Wow. I wonder what the 4.0 update I saw for. I mean the 5.0 update.
Lastly, their final smash is the Mighty Ginginator. The Mighty Ginginator is what delivered the final blow to Gruntilda in
I
the
wouldn't mind
original
getting Final
game.
Smash for that as a me.
This move will send your opponents flying.
There it is. New state spotlight. Okay, then cool.
This stage is called Kurukuruyama in Japan, but in the West it's called Spiral Mountain.
What was it called again?
As you can see,
Japan?
it's a
What?
mountain where the bottom portion is a spiral shape. A rotation icon will appear,
What is it?
and the stage will spin. This is quite unusual, even for the Super Smash Bros. Series. It's truly unique. Anything on the stage, items or otherwise, will also move. As the stage turns, the shape of Spiral Mountain will also transform, meaning your recovery points will also change.
That is a cool ass stage.
Platforms like this will appear from time to time. A bridge will also appear when Gruntilda's lair is visible.
What the hell is this? No.
Now that we've covered both the fighter and the stage, let's go ahead and jump into some actual battles.
That was just news, of course. That was just news, of course.
This time, I'll be taking on not just one, but two fighters
These
in
fake
team
news,
battle.
of course.
Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong versus Banjo and Kazooie. Hang on, so there are actually two on my side too? So I should be fine, right? Probably not.
One of them
In fact,
was
definitely
also
not.
said
Looks like I'm gonna
Dr.
get
Phil's
beaten up pretty
arrested,
bad
or
if I just
Dr.
stand
Phil's
around.
arrested. I
So
don't
I'll
think
play
those are
carefully.
not true at all.
I should probably keep them in check. Your eggs, which can be fired forward or backward, are useful at times like this. And thanks to Kazooie, Banjo and Kazooie can use moves with a relatively wide range of attack. We'll make good use of these as we take them on.
I just wanted to see what Flamingo had, the Discord of Flamingo.
we're playing
You know,
with
Flamingo, the
items
guy, the Roblox YouTuber. You know, I prefer Albert's
I think we're
stuff
doing
better,
pretty good so far.
of
I have
course.
two opponents, and since items are on, they'll have twice as many opportunities to pick up items. And since the final smash meter is on, the opponent can use it twice. I'm at quite a disadvantage, but I'm going to try my hardest. I can use Wonder Wing 2 more times. Oops, I guess I should be explaining all their moves, huh? Auto fire, auto fire. Ooh, ouch. Oh, the final smash meter's filled up. You can have that. Now. And nice. Now that there's one less opponent, this should be easier. I do want to use a final smash, but it might be a bit tough.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's good. And final smash. I forced him out, so I win.
Sweet.
Banjo picks up a Jiggy from the original game. Gah.
Go.
That's a wrap.
Yes, it is. Cameos. What are the cameos?
I'd also like to talk about some of the cameos
There's
that
also,
liven up the
oh,
stage.
of course, Gruntilda.
First, we have the witch Gruntilda. In Banjo Kazooie, this poor soul gets sealed underground by a boulder. Anyway, she's very cruel, and you can hear all about her from her sister, Gruntilda. This is Bottles, a mole, and
Of course,
another
Bottles
poor
is
soul.
there.
His fate is sealed in the beginning of Banjo Tooie.
He seems to look more in Nintendo
He's
64
a
like
friend of
rather
Banjo
than
and Kazooie.
HD like Banjo.
Next is Mumbo Jumbo.
There's Mumbo Jumbo, of course.
This poor soul had all of his Mumbo tokens stolen by Gruntilda. He helps you out in many ways throughout the game.
Sweet.
And we have Tootie.
Sweet.
Can you spot her? She's running at the bottom.
Oh wow.
She's tiny and you can barely even make her out. But by zooming in, you can see all the detail,
Oh
even at her
wow.
size.
She looks HD.
You could probably make an action game just
remaster
using
now. That's
this.
cool.
She's raising havoc on the vegetable patch for some reason. And after that, she strikes an enigmatic taunt. Now she's heading back home. She looks all
then.
calm when you look at her this way, but this soul is actually the saddest of all the souls. You'd understand how miserable she really is if you saw the game over scene in Banjo Kazooie.
I know.
Oh, maybe she's not going home? And here come the Jinjos.
Sweet, Jinjo.
We saw some of these a short while ago when the mighty Jinjonator appeared. They come in many different colors and were hidden throughout the world by Gruntilda in the original game. So you could say they're also sad souls. And now we see something floating around in the background. These are our basic enemy characters called Buzz Bombs, but since they can float around, they're lucky enough to have made the cut in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This is what they look like close up. It's basically a dragonfly, right? We put a lot of thought into the guest characters as well, and we put a lot of effort into these hard-to-see areas, so I hope you enjoy it. Next, let's talk music. As I mentioned earlier, we're taking country-style music and adapting it for use in battle. We're including a total of 10 music tracks. Of these, 7 are entirely new arrangements. I've always thought that getting all this for $5.99 is a fantastic deal. So, I hope you enjoy it. The music for Spiral Mountain was arranged by Grant Kirkhope. He created the original Banjo Kazooie's music.
Everyone knows that. He's awesome.
I've worked with many musicians over the years, but this is the first time I've worked with a musician outside of Japan.
Oh, sweet, that's cool.
I was a bit worried about whether my directions would be understood, but he did an absolutely wonderful job.
That's cool.
And here's the list of tracks this time.
Oh, wow.
Each of the new tracks has been
No hag
carefully
one,
tailored
that's
to
sad.
match the action taking place on screen.
Oh boy, let's see what this one has.
Alongside the launch of Banjo and Kazooie, there will also be a software update. We're very pleased with the sales of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
That's cool.
And to express our appreciation, we've added another game mode, which will pretty much be our final new mode.
Oh, what is it?
I'm going to go ahead and play, so please take a look.
Smash as opposed to a home run smash.
And here it is. You need to damage the sandbag in front of you as much as possible.
Oh, it's this mode. I remember. This is the cool mode.
Not with this, but this bag. And off it goes.
Oh my god, that is high.
Maybe a little too high.
How do you do that?
Home Run Contest makes its return. It's been powered up in various ways compared to previous Home Run contests, so please enjoy.
That's cool. Why is the
This time,
sandbag
has flown
blushing?
300 kilometers. I think that's about the distance from Tokyo to Nagoya. That's if you drive on the Tomei Expressway. You can actually play with a second player. Let's give it a go. Attack, attack, keep attacking using both players. Time to strike. Here we go. No. This isn't how you're supposed to play the game. When I say 2 players can take part, I mean friends can play together, and not one person playing as 2 fighters. I hope you play this with your friends.
I wonder what this move customization.
Shared content, many people have uploaded their customized Mii fighters. Up until now, it may have been a little difficult to use since you were not able to customize their special moves. But moving forward, you will be able to freely customize their special moves.
I wonder what it could be.
If you find a Mii fighter that you like the look of, you can freely download them and set the special moves however you want and play as them. However, this will not be applied to Mii fighters created before this software update, and only applies to Mii fighters created after the update. So I hope you re-upload your Mii fighters.
Okay then.
Please enjoy many different varieties of Mii fighters. We will add in some Mii fighter costumes as well.
I wonder what the Mii fighter costume should be. That's. I will hope. Please tell me. Please, I want to see these Mii fighter costumes. I want to see them. I want to see them. Please. Yes, I'm hyped for them. Please, let me see them. Oh, what? Oh, no. Why? Mega Man, yes. Yes, they brought it back. They brought Proto Man costume back. And Mega Man X, let's see what they have here. Sweet. I wonder what else they brought. And Pokemon too, what? Oh, that. Okay then. Is that it? This is way better than the last few ones. No, 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 no. What? 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 I don't believe this. Even not the Mega Man theme remaster. What? Why is that there? I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. That literally caught me off guard. There's sand. There's motherfucking sand. I love Undertale, but really, that was unexpected. I was not expecting that. That's a joke, right? That's literally an April Fool's joke, right? Is it April Fool's Day? I don't know. That's literally... I can't believe this.
We've added a costume for Sans from Undertale, who was a popular
Could that be possible for fighters?
And this Sans outfit also comes with a music track.
One music, that's
this will be listed in the other
Megalovania.
category, so you
I
can
don't
check it out
believe
there.
this.
The arrangement was made by
That
none
was
other
probably
than the
the
creator
biggest
of Undertale himself,
WTF
Toby
moment
Fox.
I've ever seen in any direct ever.
Toby has actually visited my house, and we played
Also,
Super
do you
Smash
know that
Bros.
recently
Ultimate
it was
together.
discovered that Sans' voice was taken from Patrick
He
Star
was
from
actually
SpongeBob?
really good.
Don't believe me? Look it up. Sans Patrick.
Of all the
Look it up.
guests, he was probably the strongest.
Look up Valscom 94. He'll tell you everything.
When we both
It's where
chose
Patrick
randomly
says,
plays,
well, maybe
the
it's
win
because
ratio
you're
was about
good.
half and half.
Type that in by Patrick,
Or I may have been losing.
and you'll get Sans.
Next, I'd like to talk about a new set of amiibo that will soon be available.
They got Sans' costume's not
Squirtle,
That's cool.
Ivysaur,
The birth of more SNS
and
moves.
Snake. I wonder why he was hiding. They will each be available on September
I do
20th.
not believe this. How did that happen?
The software update, including the Banjo and
That
Kazooie
literally got me
DLC, will
more
be
energetic
available
than
today.
usual. I did not believe that. Is that it? As a part of Challenger Battle 4, okay then. Terry Bogard joined. Oh.
As mentioned in Nintendo Direct, Terry Bogard will be joining Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Although we showed the reveal trailer, there was hardly any in-game footage.
More Twitter, okay then.
Some of you may wonder where the in-game footage is. Well, it's shaping up nicely. But we weren't quite ready to include it in the reveal.
Okay then.
That SNK Neo Geo opening was fun, wasn't it?
Yes.
I'd like to show you just a little bit of in-game footage of Terry.
Are they gonna have
Here you go.
Frisk as a fighter or something? Or another Tokyo as a fighter? I'm not sure. There he is.
Finally, it was announced that we will be working on even more DLC fighters. To me,
Yeah, the
it
fifth one,
feels
right?
like the finish line is sliding farther away.
What?
You may wonder, how much longer can he be involved with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
That's cool, I suppose.
But I'm also excited. Adding more characters into the game means that
I just
more
can't get
game
over
worlds will
Sans.
be
Sans
added
has
to
got
the
a nose
series.
knot.
And ultimately,
That's not
that
very
means
fair,
that there
okay,
will be an even greater opportunity to delight the fans. At the same time, I feel that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is now representing so many characters in game worlds that it's become an enormous game. Even if the Super Smash Bros. Series continues moving forward, I doubt there will ever be an opportunity to bring this many characters together again. And so I want to keep improving on this record as much as possible. And I will continue to work hard at developing the game. I appreciate your support.
Thank you.
That's it for today. Thank you very much.
You were just talking about Sans. You just keep talking about that. That's it. Yep, that's cool. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you. No problem. I love you, Sakurai. Well, see you later. Bye-bye.